Hi there, fellow adventure seekers. Michael here again, and we're going to be doing a 6 to 9 month review on a previous video and a brand new install right after this.
You make me understand this place in a whole different way. You make me wanna live this life to the fullest, to the fullest.
The scope of the original project was just to put the LEDs between the wheel wells to see if this would even work. We traveled about 10,000 miles over the last 9 months from coast to coast, north to south, and they worked like a champ. But I decided I want to add more lights, and at first I was just going to add to the existing strings, but since I didn't really make it to really be easily scalable, I decided to go ahead and start from scratch. And I found these on Amazon. It's a different LED light strip. These are actually two 50-foot strips, so 100 feet total. And that way I can roll through both sides. Now, one thing I also would like to do is keep it each side different. So I'm going to need another controller. This only comes with one controller, so I went and bought these extra controllers. These actually comes in a pack of 3 for $28, so all in I'm about 70 bucks. Still super cheap compared to the more expensive option of around $1,200 to do the exact same thing that I'm doing here. Now again, disclaimer, these lights are not as bright as the special for outside vehicle lights are, but that's fine with me because I don't want the super bright lights. It annoys most people in RV parks anyway. Now the one really nice thing about this, and there's a link to this product in the description below too, is this actually is waterproof. It's meant to be waterproof. It actually has little clips you can put over where you're doing your connections to keep it waterproof. We're gonna put them in, plus we're gonna do it in a different area, which is probably more universal to most RVs out there. So we're going to actually start from the front instead of the side like we did before. So let's go up front and get to work. Okay, for this part, Talon's actually going to help me because she's pretty low to the ground, so she can easily get under the RV. You ready to help, Talon? I guess Talon changed her mind. We have to clean the surface and make sure it's dry before we put on the LED light. So just like before, I'm using the Aero Wash bug and degreaser. If you have alcohol, use alcohol. Got the rag, put it on, make sure it's good and clean, and keep going all the way around. And by the time you get done all the way around, should have a dry part ready for you to actually start installing the LEDs. So let's get all the way around. I'm just going to spray this. Just going to do it in sections at a time. And I've got this nice little scrubber in addition to paper towels because it does have some residue from the previous. It does have some residue on it from the previous LED strip, so I want to make sure I get all that off. Clean it real good. I want to finish this up and then we'll start installing. There is a adhesive strip on the back. Just peel this off. Place it on the surface. It also comes with some clips you can also use to help keep this in place if you're in areas that are a little bit more difficult to get to. Now I'm going to be running these from basically the center of the RV out to each side. So one controller is going to control the passenger side, one controller is going to control the driver's side. And you can use just the one controller that came with it, but I wanted to be able to use a controller on each side. That way, in times like when you're in a close quarter situation with other RVs, you can shut off the lights on your driver's side and not blind or bother your neighbors. It's always important. Be nice to your neighbors. All right, let's get to work. I've already started putting this on. I'm just putting it on very slowly, going back and making sure it's on there tight. This adhesive takes about 24 hours or so to cure, so for best results, be very careful when you put it on. While you can pull it back off and put it back on immediately, it does mess with the adhesion of it, so best to not do that at all. Now I'm not sure how well you're going to be able to see inside the wheel well. I don't know why that cracks me up, but it does. So, but we're going to run it. I got some bracing here, and we're going to run it through that, and then we're going to keep running it to the back. So this is the tricky part. And again, I'm not really showing this too closely because depending on your application, this won't matter. The bottom line is find a place to run it, clean it, and then stick the LED strip to it. And like I said before, you don't really need to do it in the wheel wells. Put it wherever you want. It's your rig. Well, it took about 2 hours to get everything done. Been a lot quicker if I hadn't already had the lights on there. So if you haven't already installed LEDs, this would be a quick and easy thing. Were a couple little bumps in the road. The strip on the driver's side, the adhesive wouldn't stay on for some reason, so I kept pulling it off. So I'm going to have to go back and reinforce that. Other than that, well, let's see how it works. Well, that looks like it works. That's at 100% brightness and purple. That's yellow. Looks kind of greenish, but it's actually yellow. That's green. And that's red at 100%. And that's red at about 50. I'm digging it. So what do you guys think? Under 45 bucks if you don't want dual zones. If you want dual zones, it's going to cost you about, well, you can buy one of those. I bought 3 so we can have some spares. But under 60 bucks all the way around. Let's see what they look like. What do you think, Talon? You like them? Yeah, they look pretty cool. So I kind of cheated because I used the existing controller boxes I had already, so they were already programmed, and they had the connected to the Wi-Fi network and Alexa and all that good stuff. So if you want to know how to set up the controller that comes with this, watch right now. We have the app open, and since we don't have anything added, first thing we do is click on Add Device. So we need to add nearby devices, so it'll see it, and we'll go back into the app. We're going to go ahead and add this manually, so we're going to click on lighting, and strip lights BLE plus Wi-Fi, and it's asking if the lights are turned on and blinking, and they are. Are they blinking slowly or quickly? They're blinking quickly, so we're going to click on that. It's asking for password for our Wi-Fi, your Wi-Fi network. So I'll put that in here. Next, and it's adding the device, and you can see it takes up to 2 minutes. So that run until it finds it. And the lights have stopped blinking. We've registered it. And now we have Smart Wi-Fi Music LED strip. You can change the name by clicking on the little pencil to the right of the word strip. And if there's anything else you need to do, click on done, and you'll see it in your devices. Let it update. And there it is. Well, there you have it. Installed. I think they look great. Are they super bright? Absolutely not. And like I said, I don't want them super bright. I don't want to annoy my neighbors. These should be fine. I can see underneath easily. So what do you guys think? Have you tried installing undercarriage LEDs on your vehicle, motorhome, travel trailer, whatever? If so, what did you use and how well did it go? Did you spend under $100 like I did? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, if you want to help us help Christian-based veterans charities, check the links below on the many different ways you can help us out. So thanks for watching, and may your next journey be an epic adventure. Bye.